verse 11, all of a sudden, the writer of Hebrews takes a break from this incredible truth that he's just given, and he says this. There's much more we'd like to say about this, but it's difficult to explain, especially since you're spiritually dull and don't seem to listen. I picture him like the preacher who's just said this amazing, amazing truth about God. And all of a sudden, he looks out, and it's as if he's in Charlie Brown's classroom. And some of you remember, because you grew up on Charlie Brown, I actually have a visual. We know that we never actually heard anything that teacher said. All we ever heard was wah, 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 wah. And I fear that when we come to this amazing book, and sometimes we read verses that we've read before, we come to a sermon that we've heard before, the passage we already know, all of a sudden, the pastor fades into wah, 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 wah. And the writer of Hebrews wants to say, wait a minute, wake up. You think you know, but there is a lot about this you don't know. And if you stop with the limited knowledge that you have about this, you may make assumptions about the Bible that aren't even true, just because you've blocked yourself and you refuse to listen anymore because you think you know. Now, I have to tell you, in my home, the words I know are the two most popular words in the Short household today. Because we have someone who's just entered an age where, believe it or not, you know everything. I mean, I'm not even halfway through a sentence when I hear the words I know. I mean, he is literally a genius. It's unbelievable to me. He knows what I'm going to say before I even say it. But here's the thing, not to pin him up on a screen, because I know that I did the same thing, and my mother's here today, and she can testify to that fact. The fact is, when we hit junior high, we know everything. Do you remember that? We know everything. Our parents are so dumb. How is it that they think they can tell us anything? Because we already know. And then we graduate and we go off to college, and it is amazing how smart our parents get at that point. Because suddenly, when we get to adulthood, we realize what we don't know. It could be said that it's a sign of maturity to say, I don't know. In other words, I'm not going to walk into this sermon just because it's a passage I've read before. We're doing a Bible study, it's a verse I've read before. And say, I already know everything there is to know. No, I'm going to go in today and go, I wonder what new thing God is going to teach me today.